What's going on, guys? It's Kyoki here, and today we're gonna be doing something a little different. Uh, as you can see, this is my home. It's not bad. It's not a bad little pad I got here going on here. Little bachelor pad. Yeah, I got little books I like to read, a little fireplace going. Yeah, it's just cool. Cool chill night. Today we're gonna be doing a watch along, which is gonna be completely different compared to my last two videos on this channel. And as you can see, I'm using a unique, quote unquote, unique format, which is kind of like an improvised. This wasn't my first option. This wasn't me trying to be quirky and unique. I was going to do it on the old fashioned way, my computer. But the thing is, I wanted to be able to pause it and comment on it, like comment on the video. But the way my computer was set up, I couldn't do it on a computer. And it was going to be a hassle. So what I was going to do was edit the video and then kind of sync up the audio. So like if I wanted to freeze frame it for some reason to comment on something, I would have to do that like manually instead of just boom bam pow. I found out the Quest for some reason makes it really easy when you use it on big screen, and then I can adjust the volume and stuff as I go along. So it's just basically like all in one, which is fantastic. And then I test the mic quality, and the mic quality is actually not that bad, to be honest. It's actually pretty good. I'm not sponsored, by the way, but hey. And today we're going to be watching My Life as Liz. People are like, some people are probably like, what the hell is that? As you can see, is a MTV show, which was kind of like a reality. It is a reality TV, but it was more like, think of like a vlog before vlogs. Liz at the time was like some unknown person, okay? So you thought it was just a normal girl with an average life. She was like an average girl no one knew of, because you had the Kardashians. So you knew like famous if they had a reality TV show, unless it was 16 and Pregnant, you knew that they were famous, and this is their life. You knew who they were to some degree. But here it was just like some random girl gets her own reality TV show about her life, and it's like, who the hell is this? When this show came out, I was like in middle school, okay? So I thought this was real. Now looking back, obviously, it's kind of corny. It's basically like fish out of water. I used to be popular, now I hang out with the outcast. Typical, nothing original, but like the format kind of made it stand out, I guess. Think of like Mean Girls, but like reality TV. When I was like in middle school and high school, but I watched this in middle school. But so most of my friends end up being like Latino, because they like rock and roll and stuff like that. So I ended up becoming friends with them first. And then you might find a goth. It was a goth girl who was black. So like I was friends with the outcast. But the thing about me is I didn't look like an outcast, if that makes sense. Like, I was in the emo phase, but you wouldn't know I was in the emo phase. But if you go to my Facebook, it would be a different story. Because my elementary school friend messaged me, and he was like, "Why do you have all these cringe like anime not profile pictures, but like pictures on your wall and stuff?" And it wasn't like just like Goku versus Naruto epic bat. It wasn't like that. It was like Pain and Kunan like about to kiss, like cringy, like 12-year-old, you know what I mean, 12-year-old girl type shit. So like, but if I go in school, I would just look like a normal, everyday nobody, basically. But like the people I hang out with were always kind of like different than me. And I'm not talking just race. I'm talking in just like, I have a goth friend. I had an Asian. I had I had some female friends. All right, that wasn't an issue. I had a goth female friend. I had a Asian friend who wasn't goth, but like she was very like extroverted, like complete opposite of the two. You know what I mean? And then here's like some black guy who's like friends with both of them. It was just, and then I had he was a big boy. He was Mexican. I had a friend named Jonathan, and So it was just like it was like a sitcom recipe for a sitcom. How different we were in personality and stuff like that. But like it was never just one big group, if you know what I mean. So it was always, I know this person, I know that person, but it wasn't just one big friend group. The reason I chose My Life as Liz, not because of its relatability. I never seen anyone really. If this show feels so obscure, fortunately I found at least 5 episodes. Now it's more online if you look for them, but I only did 5. I only saved 5. So here we go. My Life as Liz. Let's do it. Copyright. This is okay. This is an MTV show, of course. So they're gonna be spamming fucking copyright music all over the place. That photo was a catfish, by the way. Get ready. Okay, so like this show is like it's very like quirky, if you know what I mean. Like this is like not like Other Girls, the TV show. See.
Blonde is in my hair.
I can't believe it used to look like that.
Ugh, I look like a total douche. How could I ever be friends
See,
with
this is
those
what I'm
girls?
talking about when it became like cliche.
Completely turned
Like,
on
oh,
me.
I was part of them,
Completely.
but like now I'm not, and they hate me for it. Like, you know what I mean?
Burleson, Texas is the small, conservative, white bread town full of rodeos, barbecue, and more churches than
Y'all
cows.
tell me.
Which, let me tell you, is a lot.
Don't get me wrong. It's not that I have anything against churches.
My point is,
Okay, music.
everyone in this town, and they
not
don't
true.
take too kindly to anyone who isn't a
Both,
blonde Texan
kinda.
Barbie doll. How do I know?
You're right.
I
See,
actually
this is
am one of them.
this is what I'm talking about.
Typical sports-loving,
Like, no one would call her a freak.
school dick, the symbolic burning of my past.
No, Liz. What did I ever do to you?
The vicious rumors they spread about
Hell's
me,
that?
the taunting in the hallways.
Oh.
And even though this happens to girls all the time, it doesn't change the fact that it sucks when it's you.
I know I'll never fit in here. But I figure the only way I'll be able to live with myself is if I actually do something to try and make this town less of a horribly close-minded abyss of lameness.
When she mean by this town, she means high school.
I'll figure that out tomorrow. Today is all about saying goodbye to my past.
She was hot. Oh, the thing about Liz was it's interesting. I always thought she was Asian.
Is my life.
You know what I mean? You kind of you see what I'm talking about. See, these are the kind of friends that
Put it
like
on your body to start.
I kind of wish I had, like
I got you body
Liz
pics to put
included,
on your body, okay?
but like mostly like the guys, believe it or not.
Hold that. Wash it off with my hand.
Just like I didn't look. I feel like I didn't look nerdy enough, if you know what I mean. Even though I wear glasses, but like
One.
that doesn't like Liz. Like look at Liz. She's wearing glasses, but she doesn't look dorky. You know what I mean?
I'm doing a story for my TV production class to sort of open people up in Burleson to different religions.
Religion. I don't think that's a very good idea. Partner up
Look
with
how Asian
Cameron.
she looks
I'm
here.
wanting to do
You
profiles
can't
on
tell
our
me you
dating
don't see it.
Wait, what?
And then
So
she did
I
a
want you to cover Taylor
pause.
Terry.
She did a Q&A like in 20 this fucking shows. Oh my god, I'm trying not to move so much 'cause I know motion sickness people, and I don't. She did a Q&A like a decade ago, and she was like, because I was trying to figure out was she Asian, you know what I mean? I was curious, and she did a Q&A, and she was like, someone asked her, "Are you Asian?" She was like, "Why does everyone think I'm Asian?" And she was like, she was white and like Latino, like some frames she looks Asian, and then some frames she looked. It was either she was white or she was Asian. So I don't know where Latino comes from. I don't know. I don't know who her parents look like. I don't know if her parents make an appearance in here, if they're her real parents.
Let me tell you who Taylor Terry is. Taylor represents
Hate
everything
blonde.
that is wrong with this poo hole of a town. Just take 12 parts blonde, 14 parts pink, bake in a tanning bed for 16 years, and pour it into a pageant dress. And that's all there is.
You see what I'm talking about, right? Regina George here.
And nobody knows one.
And she's like the goth girl that was in Mean Girls. I haven't watched Mean Girls. Sorry, ladies. or gays, guys, whoever enjoyed that show, Mean Girl fanatics. One thing I appreciate about MTV is that when you play this is before Shazam, I believe. So like when they play a song, like a quirky indie song, they'll let you know like this is a song that's playing. And I just loved it about MTV. I noticed that when I was watching Awkward, another MTV show I actually watched. Now, like I said before, like I was wondering, like how the hell did like who is this girl, right? And I did not do research before this, so there's no way they just picked some random girl to be part of like this show. Since I didn't do any research, I wish this is where a typical channel would introduce. One thing I wish this app can do, I can search while I'm doing it. But yeah, since I don't have any info on that right now, I'm not gonna linger on it. So that's kind of a question. Say that for next time, I guess.
Competition to become.
Okay, apparently this is her brother.
Fit?
He looks both white and Latino.
I'm getting ready for a photo shoot for my fitness competition.
What?
Very beneficial for y'all to be
Oh my
here.
gosh, she looks like Leslie. Jesus. I thought they was gonna do an Eddie Murphy route.
Something about you that like nobody knows.
Figure something out about me nobody knows. That I look amazing in a swimsuit. I mean...
Like, we get it. She's typical blonde princess of the school. So it's gonna get real cringy here, guys. Just letting you know. As a middle schooler, I used to eat this up. Like, I used to think this is like real. It's almost like this is like, see, wrestling I knew was scripted. You know what I mean? Like predetermined, whatever. But this is when I believe like reality TV was still kind of like real.
Why don't you tell us something that you think people will find interesting about you?
I like pink, and I like Lucky Brand jeans, and I like Hollister.
So do you read? Ever?
I like reading magazines. I like reading
Look at her
coffee
legs.
mugs.
Favorite author?
Judy.
Did she?
What motivated you?
Oh,
to
okay,
get
never mind. I
your
was gonna say,
film?
I was about to say, does she have to like follow her everywhere? Can she just do this at school? But I guess the whole project is like the day in the life of Terry Taylor. I
Get
guess
free tanning,
the Red Rooster.
50% off product.
Or is
There's
it
different stuff that has
Terry
bronzers
Taylor
and
Terry? I think it's Terry
intensifiers.
Taylor.
Have you ever thought about going blonde?
Fucking Red Rooster.
This is where all the hard
She's so
work
pretty.
pays off.
Good feet together.
Creepy.
Good. So we got that natural C going. Raise the glutes up as high as you can.
Like, what's her little brother?
Squeeze
Oh,
the
I guess
glutes.
he's
I
the
mean,
cameraman.
I could deal with all the waxing
Or a friend,
and
I
the
don't
tanning,
know.
but this prancing and smiling, this physically hurts.
Face the dribble right.
Look right.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna puke somewhere.
Noses and nose. Go good.
I cannot be
See,
in
this
that
doesn't.
room
I don't know if
any
this.
longer.
See, even like this supposed rich girl doesn't look like she lives in this big fancy neighborhood, you know. Plus, the photo shoot wasn't anything like a studio. Like she had her own studio. It wasn't like Awkward. Awkward had it like all the rich. See, the MTV they like shows they like this. They'll have all the kids are rich. Like I'm watching Veronica Mars, and like all of Veronica Mars's characters, like they're basically like rich students, you know. Awkward was a bunch of rich, like they live in freaking palaces in that show. Like it's more over the top when the characters are rich. Their way money's not an issue for them. You would think, okay, they're gonna have her in this big fancy studio. Like, oh, it's Liz Lee in this
Longer
rinky dinky town,
with Taylor Terry.
and she's living in this big mansion or something. Which I'm glad they didn't go over the top with that to make it more grounded.
God-forsaken, rhinestone, bedazzled bikini.
Raise them up. Good.
But look at this. This is like someone's house. Well, I mean, it probably is, but it looks very like low budget.
When you're sitting in a room with somebody who's half naked and you're fully clothed, and they're prancing around in high heels and flexing their glutes.
The fact that he stayed.
It's a pretty awkward situation.
How is that not awkward for him?
She has some type of ulcer and acted up, so.
God
I still don't know who
has
this guy is.
definitely
Is that her brother or
forsaken me.
something?
This profile is blackening my soul.
Same. I used to do that. H3 on my laptop in 2015. Before the podcast, the golden age.
You left me stranded.
I had to try and get away and forget everything that I just saw.
He called it. How you call her? He made sure he got the full show before he called her to make sure where she was at. He's not slick.
I did tell him, Liz, I can't afford to get an F.
You can't keep bailing on me like this. Tonight,
Okay, this is
gonna be at
her
Terry's house.
project partner.
You're doing it alone.
Wait, what? I'm
hanging up now. Bye.
with her. I'm get.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
I still don't get what this project is about.
Liz Lee here.
Okay,
reporting
never
from
mind.
MTV production
Never
class.
mind.
This just in. Scientists have discovered that prolonged exposure to Taylor Terry has been proven to cause depression and vomiting.
I stand corrected.
The thing is,
I guess I can believe it. I mean, it's a lot of big fancy houses like that in Texas, so I can believe she's one of those spoiled Southern belle girls in those big houses. Okay, I can believe it. I can believe it. Bit on the nose, but I can believe it.
sort of just straight stereotypical.
Her studio wasn't about shit though. It was like some random dude's house. Like, why couldn't they do that at her house? It's a better.
A lot of people know you to be like super friendly.
Like, she's an embodiment of a tomboy because she always man spreads. Her her shorts are always like not puffy, but like always like open, if you know what I mean.
Stilettos with like long blonde hair, and that might be how like a few people like perceive you. That like you're just the blonde, the like dumb blonde.
Yeah.
Okay, she's
But
actually
I
talking
think
with her.
other
I like
people
this.
like judge me too, and they think that I'm like a demonic like bitch who's like super weird. But
Yeah, I totally didn't think that. The first time I was like, that chick is freaking cool.
What?
Just a super confident, cocky girl, and that's not the case at all. I feel like I'm stuck. People have such, like, they hold me like up on this pedestal, feel like I don't have a choice. Like, I have to be this person. I don't want to be this person. I just want to be me.
What is that? We haven't seen who that person is. We didn't really, other than the fact that like she's very into her appearance. If we didn't like, she hasn't done anything bitchy. You know what I mean? Like where we don't like her to the point where this is like this big revelation that, oh, this is not the real me. This is a facade the whole time. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. It doesn't feel earned. So it has to be a swerve. Like this has to be like some ploy. Like she doesn't. You don't make friends with the mean girl the first episode unless it's like a ploy or something. You know what I mean? Unless it's like a bigger mean girl. Like it's like the swerve is that she's not the mean girl, it's someone else.
the whole Taylor Terry
So I'm not buying
story
it.
thing is kind of
What?
Okay, these guys are too on the nose. I know they want to convey like these guys are like outcasts and weird and nerdy and geeky, but like go inside and play Melee or something. And it's not like a neckbeard joke. I mean, like just play like a like Smash Bros or something. Because when I see guys like this, I think of Nintendo. So like play Mario Kart or something. You know, like you don't have to always be outside being animated. Just kick back and just play some music and play video games. You know. Like I hope that's the goal. I hope that's the scene where like they're not being wild and wacky all the time. They kind of convey like, oh, we're wild and wacky. Just, oh, the girls are playing like Beyonce in one scene, and then the guys are playing the guys and Liz are just kicking back and playing video games or something, watching horror movie. You know, just normal shit. They don't have to be over the top. Darth Vader cosplay, Dungeons and Dragons. You know, they don't have to be on the nose nerdy. We're not all cosplayers, or we're not all like into Star Wars and into Star Trek or sci-fi and anime and all that. Like it's not that one-dimensional, but these producers are probably like in their fucking 40s, so they figured okay, this is what weird teenagers do, I guess. I don't know.
Do you smell that? Do you smell? It's used clothing.
That's that smell.
You said you want.
It'd be funny, like the whole twist is that I'm not this rich Barbie doll. I'm actually poor and I'm actually homeless. Like gross. This is the real me. I shop at thrift stores.
Trying to break the mold. I am your mold breaker.
I'm really scared.
You should be.
Okay, I'm confused. Like it doesn't have to be like, oh, she has to dress like a tomboy. Like can be, I don't know. Let me.
I love it. You're just saying that so you don't have to put it on. What does it smell like?
Dead people. This is from a morgue.
Yep, definitely dead people.
Liz, I thought you're supposed to be making me into you, not embarrassing me.
You know what? Get in. Get in it.
Get in.
Get in it.
This is actually that dynamic duo, where it's like it's usually like the goth girl and then like the pretty print, like Raven and Starfire. When I think of that dynamic, that's the first two I think of. Alt girl and then like the popular princess girl, and they become friends. That kind of scenario. This is basically what this is going on here. Like, this is actually, when it comes to like women and like the female characters and like the combination, that's, to me, that is like that is perfect. When they become best friends, and it's not like they become like each other. Like, okay, I like to do girly girl stuff, and I like to do alt stuff. Like they have their separate personalities, but then it's just like they find a way to make it work. Like they coexist. I like that. She didn't have to go in there with her.
We're no longer pretty in pink, dear.
Are you proud of me for wearing this? Because you should be.
When I was younger, I was...
This seems like she's changing her. But they say, okay, she likes pink. Okay, I want a pink sweatshirt and pink pajama bottoms or something cozy, or a pink t-shirt, like just something very casual, not over the top, just casual, but it's pink. Do you really like pink? Oh, I love pink. It's my favorite color. Okay, let's get some pink stuff. That doesn't make you look pretentious, you know? Make it like, even she acknowledges, like, are you making me dress as you? Like, she doesn't want to. She don't want to dress like you. Like, she wants to find her own style in her own way. If that makes sense, I don't know.
a carbon copy of yourself, minus all the blonde. Oh, take the pink down a notch. I know that. She's telling her like, it's almost like she's like, get rid of the pink. I know it's hard, but we have to do it in order to show the real you. I don't know. I don't know if I like that message. Or maybe she feels like she's so used to like the pink being part of her image, it's kind of hard to let it go.
Yeah, thank you. Give me a real hug.
It's an ugly sweater though.
Thank you.
So I don't think she's like a fan of the pink. I think it's just pink is like what represents the old her, and it's kind of hard to let the old her go. Watch, I finished recording and I realized I missed like half the screen because I keep fucking moving my head. It's alright. I can use copyright as an excuse. I bet that was crazy. I think she said her dad was white. She's definitely... Her mom, I don't know, her mom's like Latina. I think she's like Italian or something.
It's the most ridiculous thing ever.
She's gonna be home in 6 hours. What? Who the hell was that? Oh, her parents divorced? They keep introducing us to people I have no idea who they are. I still don't know who that guy with the camera with the what was. Oh, I think it's our group project partner. Copyright. Copyright this. But I have to see this is a real school. This is a real school district. They wouldn't fake that. They wouldn't go that far. That's not Zoe 101. Watch, it's gonna be a swerve. Watch, she's gonna shun her. I can feel it. You can't end it with them being friends. You have to have it. You have to have like some like, oh, that bitch is so fake. You know, like she's gonna do some fake shit. I'm ready. What, talk about jump to conclusions. Maybe she didn't hear you.
Maybe some things don't change.
It'd be funny. Like, it'll be kind of subtle if she's not wearing pink anymore. Even though she's not speaking to Liz, she knows, okay, she's not wearing pink. That's kind of like a soft blow. Like, huh? Like, it'd be more interesting rather than just, oh, she's not speaking to Liz.
Hey Liz, you want in on this? We got a pretty good talk going on.
No thanks.
Yeah, right. I don't know if they were gambling, but like some old head to see them doing that and be like, "Oh, you guys are gambling? We'll see."
think I broke it.
Why is she taking it so hard? It wasn't even like a big like ignore. Like it wasn't like she just went on her way to ignore her. She was like, hey, she couldn't like I don't know. I just feel like she jumped to conclusions. Like just walk up to her and be like, oh hey Terry, and then she says something rude. Then I'll be like pissed off. But like just because she kind of ignored you with a group of people, I don't know. I don't think it's feel earned. Like it's like I don't know. How many times am I gonna say I don't know? Wait, I don't get why she's doing that. Isn't that for her project? I'm confused. Did she need that footage for her project? She's like sabotaging the project? Like it wasn't just like, oh, I'm doing this for a friend. She was doing that for a project. Am I tripping? I think she has it all wrong. Because she's going to fail this class. I'm interested in what her excuse is going to be for ripping this footage up.
Clumsy me. I feel terrible.
I don't know. I just don't this doesn't make sense for her to do this. Because she has that footage about how, like, oh, she doesn't want people to see who she really is. I don't know. I feel like she can use that against her. I don't know. I feel like, one, she would have a grade for the class. And then two, she can use it like, oh, Terry Taylor's not who she says she is, and she has to put on this facade. But I don't know. Maybe that would that help her? I'm crossing my arms. Would they help her? I'm just trying to figure out like what's the benefit of like doing this is. Maybe we have to find out next episode if it gets follow up on. All right. Well, I guess that's it for episode 1. I managed to turn a 20-minute episode in probably 60 minutes. But, yeah, this is something I wanted to try. I forgot to turn the lights down. Turn the lights down low. We're going to watch episode 2 and see why the hell did she rip that footage away. Because if you like the girl or not, you still pass the class. Till next time, KO Kid out.